EA Sports. It's in the game.
Here. All right, now here we go.
Honey, I dash.
Just right there.
I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky.
I would like to
dance.
resume
Jump in
me
the
being
stands.
the
No man,
Jaguars
man. I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could
Please.
guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 Yeah.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Rams in control of the football as we take you back to the action in the third. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now gone. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Hello.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
By anyway, hey. 42-12, man.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. taken in at the 22.
Jay Dice is away from Martins.
Oh, some strong running. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will so his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
I think it was like 12 to 22, something like that. Yeah, they're actually really gaining the upper hand. The third outcome.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good job.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it,
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Went to college somewhere, but he doesn't remember.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Leonard Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That'll be caught by Cobb.
It's a 3rd and 1.
You know, you wonder how the Rams game plan.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Who the fuck be number 77? Number 5, number 16. Wide receiver. Anyhow, I don't care. It just looks like a
Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Goff now looking to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Goff on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Oh, he got possession on it, and he pulls it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Next game I'm going to do on the stream. Another incomplete.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt, my friend.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Big boy. Big freaking boy. What is so fun? Whatever the lineman.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Coach, my God.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Minshew throwing on third down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. On
fourth down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And they'll find Everett there, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Dude, should I go for it? Should I go for the fake?
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point.
Come on, man.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Yes! Save yourself.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Yeah, so if you look very closely at the second quarter, you can see how close they were. Yeah, it was a pretty close damn game. That's all I have to say. Pretty close game. Really be a bro moment right now. This stuff doesn't matter.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. From the 50, it's Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 50 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Browns offense coming back onto the field here. We mentioned earlier their loss to Seattle in Week 6. Back-to-back losses now. And you think about it, Charles, at this point last season, the Browns actually had a better record than they do right now at 2-4. Hard to believe. And remember what we said in preseason, that these Browns and their fans, it's not the lovable Browns and, oh, we have low expectations. If we got to this point and they weren't playing well, might be a little bit ugly in Cleveland right now because things have really jumped in where they expect this team to be. They haven't won a game at home yet this season. And how about the upcoming schedule? They get the open week, and they need it. Then things really really starting to jump up. At New England. At Denver is playing much better on defense. And then they host Buffalo, one of the surprises of the season in the early going.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I'm going to upload this in the morning. It is currently 8:47.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt.
Cleveland losing by 4.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it works for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The perennial Pro Bowler, Aaron.
That's how we fucking do it. Now look how I do it. You're going to get fried and shocked by how I play. Maybe don't talk about Terminator being a real last thing. Oh boy, oh boy. This is how I do it. Man, you're probably screaming right now. If you're a Browns fan, this is literal torture for you. Wish I could save it like
Donald
this.
gets the sack.
I was about to say shave.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The four-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Let's go, let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team. Those to count points in your the boys face it. They were count points. They didn't now and grind it.
On 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's 3, but they're still 7. Out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Natson. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Still Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 52 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Now Natson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. LA Rams getting the football back here as they make their way out. CD, I wanted to talk to you about that 3-game losing streak they're on. First time that's happened under Sean McVay. Is this the first real adversity they've faced with him as a head coach?
I would say
it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or...
oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And his fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A run for Nick Chubb. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. From the gun, Mayfield, complete. It's Johnson. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Fielded at the 20. Still on his feet. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too?
That's caught inside the 20. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 47 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I got to understand, you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop the stream here, man. But anyway, this is Sleepboy6969. Subscribe. Hopefully you're not the same person that's just been getting on and off. But anyhow.